Good morning, everyone. This is Professor Hill. Short video for our class, Introduction to Ethics, Philosophy 2306, here at St. Philip's College for the summer term of 2024. And you'll notice this is actually not St. Philip's College. I'm broadcasting from home today. And you'll see that I'll be, as over the course of the 5 weeks of the class, I'll be checking in from different places as we go along. But including today home, today being Wednesday, June the 5th, 2024, we're in the middle of our first week, and our first assignment, which is just the introductions, is due tonight at midnight. I wanted to give everybody a chance to get familiar with the Canvas website, the page, and how everything works. But I do want to mention this, which is I asked you to go to the discussion, which is the introduction, go to the reply, you click in there, you do your introduction, who you are, and then you read through and comment on at least 2 of your classmates and their introductions. And the reason is that's the process we're going to be using now for the essays. Somebody, they wrote me this morning and said, I don't understand the difference between the assignments and the essays and the discussions. I'm like, okay, it's going to look just like the introductions. But what you're going to do is you'll go to where it says assignments, and you'll see they're going to be Sunday nights for the first couple of weeks here. And when you click on it, it just takes you to the discussion, and it lays out what the case study is for that week. Since you've already done your reading, like chapter 1 this week, you're going to read chapter 1 in our book, Doing Ethics by Louis Vaughan. Then you'll be ready to look at the discussion and apply and bring with you a couple of a key term, a definition, a concept from that chapter. And in fact, the best and easiest way to do this is there's a little quick review box at the beginning of each chapter, and it has key terms. If you use one of those terms and then you mentioned, hey, Doing Ethics, Louis Vaughan, page 4, this is the key term or the definition, drop that into your essay. Because what you're going to want to do is write out your essay. Most people just write it out ahead of time. And it takes, there's not a minimum word count. So you can do, it takes most people a page and a half to sort this out. And then just copy and paste it into the reply box in the discussion. Then it'll pull up, once you got it entered, because that's always the first thing you do. You got to do that first. Put in your essay, put in your response to the case study. And then you'll see the other ones, and you can comment on at least 2 of them. And then that way, the whole thing will be done. You will have submitted your essay through the reply box and then commented on 2 others. You'll be golden. Just like we're doing today with the introductions. The introductions are a practice for the format going forward. So just want to make sure we're clear. The essay is is your response, the reply to the discussion. And so that there's not anything extra or more than that. Okay. So that was the main lesson of the day. All right. So midnight tonight, the first one's due. What'll happen is they'll come in by midnight tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. I'll go through and look at them all. And that kind of, again, sets up the process for the Sunday night essays. Submit that thing by Sunday midnight. Monday, I'll come in, grade them all, and I'll turn those around quickly for you that way, because it's a short, condensed class. It's only 5 weeks. I want to make sure you get feedback right away, because you're going to be switching gears and going to chapter 2. And then reading chapter 2 and getting ready for the next case study. And then we're just going to keep going forward. 2 little things to post up right away. I'll come back to them later. But we're going to skip chapter 3 and go to chapter 4. So don't forget that. Because some students, they get like, okay, I'm in the groove now. Chapter 1, essay. Chapter 2, essay. And then they just go right into chapter 3. And I'm like, no. Pay attention. It says 4 there. And then also one last thing is that when we get to the end, when we get to July, so we're not there yet. We're in week 1. But when we get down to the 5th week, you'll see that there's an essay going to be due Sunday night, but then the final exam will be due that Thursday because that's when the course ends. So we want to make sure we pay attention to the dates in the calendar and not be thinking again, just out of habit, like, oh, Sunday night. I guess the final exam will be due Sunday night. It's like, no, it's a Thursday. So I'll make sure that I'm waving red flags when we get down to the end here. But that's not where we are now. Where we are now is at the very beginning. We're reading chapter 1. We did our introductions. In fact, most people got them done already. So that's good. But we want to make sure that when we respond to the discussion, when we write that first essay on the case study involving Jenny Lake, we want to make sure that you've incorporated material from the first chapter. And that could be as simple as the definition of morality or ethics or, anything at all that you think applies to the case study. That's what I want you. That's the exercise of applying material to the essay. Okay, to the case study for the essay. All right, if you got questions, let me know. Other than that, hope you're having a good Wednesday and a good week. All right, take care. I'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye-bye.